Good afternoon. Today is the 27th of April and here we are at a Great British Car Journey at Ambergate in Derbyshire for Longships and Octagons 2025 Incorporating Drive It Day. Now this isn't strictly what you would expect to see at an MG Rover event, but look at this 1976 Humber Sceptre estate. This was the last year they made a Humber Sceptre. This being an estate is rarer, and this is of course one of the rarest versions of the Root Arrow models, which were made between 1966 and 1979, and then of course in Iran for many years after that. That is absolutely amazing. Commentary plate, KV, so maybe owned by, which would have been Chrysler UK at the time. I absolutely love that. That is an extremely nice car. I would very much like something like that view. Whether I'll ever get anything like that in my life, I don't know, but we will continue and move down to see some more MG Rover applicable cars. So we've also been distracted by this Triumph Stag 7273 registration with the manual gearbox. This is a Mark 1 actually. You can tell by the interior lights. I know I'm dreadful, aren't I, viewers? I'm absolutely dreadful in that respect. I absolutely know far too much for my own good sometimes. I've driven one of these, it was automatic. It was a 72 actually when I drove in 2023, and it was quite good. The only thing is the steering is quite light in them. It's much lighter than you'd expect from a typical car of that sort of era. Right, viewers, we had a close call there. So look at this P5 then. I think this is probably a Mark 2 or something like that. They came out, I think, about 1958, and the Mark 1 just had little bits of glass just sort of below the guttering line. I think this is a Mark 2. They'd be about 1960, 61, something like that. Just a 3 litre. This one is a saloon rather than a coupe. Acres and acres of sort of biscuit-coloured leather interior. The one I drove in 2022 was a 73 P5B coupe, so much later than that one. Then we've got a very nice ZS 180, 2004 to 5 on the 54 registration. I wonder if that was actually registered by MG Rover themselves. Obviously BX and prefixes like that were registered by MG Rover themselves. Saw this yesterday, of course, as we did with this X-Power SV from about 2004. It's a shame that these never really took off. They were quite expensive, and obviously for people like us, spotting the little parts catalogue from different cars that this one drew from is quite interesting. But I'd love to drive one of these one day. But only about 90 of them or so were made. And we got this MG ZTT 180, which is owned by Dan, who's MG TF I'm driving today. And of course a monogram, he likes monogram cars. And it is in Poseidon, a 2004 to 5 car. See Nigel's having a rest there. His friend Raphael's somewhere around here as well. And then we've got another MGF. This one is a Trophy 160 in Trophy Blue. This was a special edition towards the end of MGF production. I think this is a 2001. I'm sure the chap who owns this, who's around here somewhere, will tell me if I'd ask. Much earlier MGF here. This is kind of 96, something like that. 97. Oh, there's an information sheet there. It is. Yeah, 97 actually. It was registered in Japan originally, that one. And then a 2001 Tahiti Blue MGF, so one of the later ones as well, like the Trophy Blue one. But this to me looks like it's just a standard standard 1.8. What's that say? Can't read that. Another TF here. This one. Let's have a look here. There we go. This is a 160 like what I'm in today. 2002 to 3, this one. And yeah, very similar to the one, we'll see it in a later. because Roger is guarding the car for me. 2002 to 3 MGTF. That looks like a 135 perhaps. Yes, it probably is. Another late TF here, with an unusual colour. I can't remember what this is called now. It's similar to the later monogram shade that was on some of the MG Rover era cars, but of course this is from 2000, so it's before all that. And then we have this extraordinary TF that's been fitted with an MGF front end. Wow. It's got even more flies on the bonnet than I have. So yeah, so we've done a review of this car. I've just filmed one yesterday actually. This is 2005 TF16. You can see Roger is guarding the car for me. He's doing a good job there, Roger. This is a Chagall, this colour, Chagall blue. It's named after the artist. And yeah, I drove it from Rovers this morning, which was entertaining on the motorway. Next we've got this, I think it's Pageant Blue, this colour, 78-79 MGB GT with the correct dashboard and the correct seat and the correct steering wheel. It's rare actually. A lot of people rip the steering wheels out and things like that, which I'm personally not a fan of doing things like that, but some people like to do it. And then a couple of 200 R3s. One's a genuine BRM. This would be sort of 99 2000. This one. Yeah, it's a 99, so it's got all the original features, correct wheels and everything on that. And then we've got the Rover Lotus 200, it's owned by Simon from Smashing Pistons, wherever he is. He's around here somewhere. Again, we saw this yesterday. We've seen him several times actually. He's sort of putting various features on here to make it look like a car that Rover and Lotus would have made had they actually collaborated on other things with the K-Series engine. I think it's a 97, that one. So you've got 200 BRM bits and another fast 200 V200 VI. It's a very late one, 99 to 2000 registration. The 25 came out in November 99, so you know, on a V plate. So towards the end, this particular car. Further green, the blue is also very nice. So Signor Latore, who's had 2 cars on my channel already, he has brought along this very, very nice 2002 MGZS 180, which he paid last year £1,000. Yes, no budget reviews money for this, and it looks brilliant. I might ask him actually if I can have a go in that later on today, because I haven't driven one of these since 2020, so we'll ask if we can have a go in that. Ooh, they've got one of these here as well. Look at this lovely ST3. 87, 88 ST3. Looks like a relatively basic one, this. It's not a Van den Pla or anything. Yeah, it's a 213S. I drove one of these. It was also, I think, an 88 in 2021. I really enjoyed it, actually. So, Raphael is here. Unfortunately, we can't talk about the car that he's sitting next to. But at least his friends Nigel and Sandra are here as well. And then we'll move on to some more nice Rovers that are here. Ooh, actually, we'll have a look at this MG ZT 260 first, because that's still got the lovely 4.6 V8 in it. Yes, excellent. You can hear that engine there. Then we've got a 600 here with all the options possible. Information sheet, fantastic. 620 SLI from 1997. Nightfire red, relatively late for one of these. Production finished, I think, early 99 for these. Or was it late 98? I can't remember. You still see these registered on sort of V plate actually. So it took a while to sort of sell out. And then, very nice Rover 200 Cabrio. This one's got the earlier dash in it. It's probably a 216 automatic, isn't it, this? And it is, yeah, we saw it yesterday, 1995 Tahiti blue. And we've got Lola the 620 here. Lola's had an awful lot of work done to her. Lots and lots and lots of welding and other things. So what's happened to the 620 SI badge? Not sure. I think she's a 95, something like that. A little bit later than this 220 GTI twin cam. This is a 1993, this car. And it is very, very nice. Just before the second change where they've added a grille to the 200s that had been added to the 400s the year before, which was the autumn of 1993, so just before that this one will be. And then a nice Cowley built 75, we were seeing this yesterday. This one is a 2.5 V6 Connoisseur from 1999 with a sea frost interior, I can't remember now. Something like that. That is very nice. We will move on to this car, which I'm not sure we saw this yesterday actually, or did we? No, we'll skip past that because we didn't see it. No, we didn't see anything. For sale, 2006 Rover 25 GLI. The GLI was a really rare specification 25 made right at the end of production. 2005 only, although this car was registered in 2006. That's quite a nice feel, so I'm quite fond of that actually. R3 200 on the way out there from 99. You can see this 25 this GLI is for sale. It's 46,500 miles. Call 07368499133. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power Channel says, this could be yours. Henley Blue Rover Metro. Quite a basic one. It's about 1990, 1991, something like that. This GTI that I saw yesterday at Pride of Longbridge is even earlier. It's 1990 only. It's still got the crazy sort of lightning inspired seats in it. That's in really nice condition actually. As is the 1.1S actually as well. That's pretty good. It's sort of period accessories on there, like this sort of sticker for the rear window, and the sort of GTI style thing that goes around the rear window. And then a Rover 100. We've seen this actually before. Project Ronnie, I think this is. Rather late for one of these, 97, 98 registration. And then a very nice 1989 to 90 MG Metro 1300, which we saw yesterday. This one I'm not sure actually, this Metro here. If that's the genuine plate, which I've no reason to doubt that it is, this will be from the 80s. Looks like we've been modified for some racing with a roll cage in there. Metro Clubman. Interesting. Right, we're going to be a bit careful in that area of views because I think there's stuff there we can't talk about, but let's go and have a look at this crazy V8 engined MGZT instead. MGZT 260 SE X-Power, look at the size of that. Why they chose to completely re-engineer these to accept a V8 engine and rear-wheel drive when they were designed to have 4 and 6 cylinder engines and front-wheel drive, I don't know, but I'm glad they did because it means it's much more interesting. Another Cowley built 75, this one, with the black sills. Nice 2.5 V6 from the year 2000. Next to another very nice V8.
Yeah, someone else gets
2004 to 5 only, because it's a facelift one. ZT190 2003 monogram Glacier. We saw this yesterday, didn't we? It's a very interesting colour. I don't think I've seen too many MGs and Rovers in that colour. It's quite nice actually. The sort of bright, almost silver, but not quite. Another Cowley car. 2.2 litre V6, probably a Connoisseur SE, I should think. 1999-2000 registration. ZT260 2004 to 5 registration in Firefrost, I think this colour is. A lot of the monogram colours are really nice actually. Then we've got this early MG3. This is a Style Lux or Style Plus probably about 2014, like the one that we had. Again, we saw this yesterday. Another 200 Cabriolet with the later dash in it. And the T-Series Turbo. Someone's actually modified that to accept the T-Series Turbo. So we've had a K-Series originally, back to the T-Series. So 98.99. 2002 Rover 45 1.6 Impression 2, which is everywhere. Every single show we ever go to, I see this car. And it's very nice. Japanese spec Rover 620 SLI. The specifications in Japan were different from over here. This bumper's got a full beige leather interior with wood, which was only available on the GSI models. That is really quite nice. Then we have this ZS 180 in trophy blue. Should be about, I don't know, probably as early one, so 2001 to 2. MGZR 160 with some interesting rear arches. Oh yes, we know the channel viewers. I will not say that out loud though. He's around somewhere here. He's obviously rescued this, hasn't he, from probably oblivion. And you can see here we've got a facelifted ZR right next to it, and you can see the difference between the front ends. It's quite significant, really. Here's one's a 160. This is not though. You can see it's not got the VVC unit on this car. So probably just maybe a 105, 120. And then a very, very nice MGR V8. I drove one of these recently, actually. This one's got all kinds of extra equipment in it. Not an awful lot of space, really, inside for two people. But nevertheless, pretty good fun, apart from the steering, which every time you go over a bump, the steering jumps out of your hand, which isn't my favourite, really. We've got some A-Series power going on here. Yeah. 71, 72 on a K. MGB GT. And a nice 2005 Rover 75 V8. Very pleasant looking car indeed. Very happy. And another one is here, and this is even better viewers because it is dark blue with a beige leather interior and wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers, especially accompanied by a nice V8 powered. Sorry, I do apologise, it's a V6 one. Why do I think it was a V8? There's a reason we call this Shambolic Shuffles, viewers. And also there's this crazy thing here, which is an MGZT 260 coupe. I don't know what other car they used to sort of create this, but it's absolutely, utterly extraordinary. Look at this. It's just insane. Someone's put probably years of work into that, haven't they? We've got another ZT here, which we're going to have to skip because we can go on to this MG here. My gosh, this is what, like a white B or something? Be from the late 40s or early 50s, this one. Oh dear. I don't like the sound of that, viewers. It's not got run over by something we can't even talk about. Monogram Moonshine. I don't think I've seen this colour apart from on this car probably yesterday before. It's getting a bit crazy in here, actually. It's getting really crazy. What is that a Citroen C4 Picasso doing in here anyway? Yes, Monogram Moonshine 2005. This very lovely 416 Tourer, which I think in 1995 in Nightfire Red. I said in the video yesterday, viewers, I did consider buying this car for myself actually, because it's such a local car to where I'm from. These plates, the HO plates, were around when I was growing up, and it's from a place called the Gates of Brockenhurst, which isn't very far at all from where we used to live. But the timing just wasn't very good for me at that moment, so it didn't work out very well, which is a bit of a shame. Another MGB GT 73, 74 registration. Forget how low these things are. Till you sort of drive a TF, which I've been doing for the last couple of days, and then you remember. 1999 Rover 75. Wedgwood blue, Cowley built car. I like the alloy wheels on this. They're some of my favourite ones you get in a 75 actually. 2003 1.8K series Rover 75. Automatic. Probably a club or something like that with the cloth interior. Similar car to the last one here, but later on facelift 2004 to 5. Forget the name of this dark blue, but which I like very much. I like this dark blue. But we've got 2003 TF with some darkened rear lights. Probably a 135 maybe. Oh wow. Yes please, an MG6 Magnet. Very early one, they came out in 2012 and that's actually on press plates. I have driven one of these actually, I drove one in 2023. Brilliant. I like that very much. I didn't realise they were available in that colour, that's unusual. Then we've got another TF here. 135. I didn't realise they had 135 badges on most of them. Maybe someone put that on. They definitely put some wood in here, but I don't think it would have been standard really. Let's not trip over here, anything here, viewers. Otherwise it will get embarrassing. Then a very nice Vermilion 7879 MGB GT. I think it's very correct in there. Including the steering wheel, which is actually worth a lot of money I think actually separately, the steering wheel of these. The ZS here, probably a 180 just without a large spoiler on it. About 2004, but it's a prior plate though, so I'm not entirely sure. And another ZS 180 in, is that trophy yellow or sunspot monogram? Sunspot, thank you very much. Rare colour actually, sunspot. You have to be quite an expert to actually tell the two apart, but that is definitely a sunspot one. That's very nice. So is this an MGB GT V8? It's just too late for an MGC. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, pass. 7273 registration. ZR probably 105. This is immaculate, this one, isn't it? 2004 to 5. Sorry, it's a 120, I do apologise. It's a 2005, it's mica blue is the name of that colour. Right, to avoid that rest of the car views, because I can't talk about it. Mini 30. I thought these were only available in red, but this one's a black one. So I've been educated and informed as usual. It's quite nice actually in black. They've got a couple of these in the museum. They're red. Right, we'll keep going, viewers. We just avoided something there. So trophy blue MG TF with beige leather interior. Yes, indeed, a beige leather interior with a beige soft top. No wood, unfortunately. There we go. Never mind. And then this Streetwise, which is a petrol Streetwise, which come all the way from the Netherlands. 1.4 SE from 2006, so registered well after the company went under. I think I'll be careful about that Rover Commerce view, because I can't remember if we can talk about it or not, but we will move past to the ZT190, 2004 to 5 in, I think that's Starlight Silver. Pretty sure. Another TF here, 2004, with the wood upgrade, and then some more very nice 600. We saw these right at the end of yesterday. That's very nice. It's a TI, isn't it? Yes, yes. Oh. Beautiful. Andy from Pentor Cars is watching me admire his car. That is very, very nice. I love the colour, beautiful, wonderful. I drove one of these last year and it was fantastic. This one is in better condition than that one. So there we go. I also enjoyed the sister car to this. This is owned by Hayden and his father Paul. They live down in Bournemouth, and I drove the other one of these they had in 2023. Unfortunately, that car's been written off. It's almost exactly the same as this one. It's slightly better condition. Unfortunately, this one we've had to sort of transfer some bits off the other one and keep one going when we had two. It's a shame about the other one because I enjoyed it as well. I don't know what this MGB is. We've got this sort of funny roof on it. I've never quite worked out what's going on with this. Very late one actually. 79 to 80 plate. If anyone knows what on earth that conversion's called, then do tell me. 74, 75 MGB. Just before they went to rubber bumper. Someone's got electric windows in there. It's crazy. Then MG Midget 1972-73 with round arches. We saw that yesterday. 71, 72 MGB with some really nice star wheels with knock-off centre caps. MGB 6970. Green interior. So yellow with a green interior. That's interesting. In my dreams, this is a nice V8 engine 75. Ooh, is that actually a petrol one? That's good. But it's a 1.8 turbo. That's fine. 2004. I think I'm going straight to this MG Maestro Turbo because they are amazing. These are worth sort of anything up to £15,000 now, especially one that's like this. That is in superb condition. Only made from 1988 to 1990, but 152 horsepower. So very, very quick and very rare. Cypher Smashing Pistons is around. I heard him talking earlier on. He's around somewhere, and this is his 2005 Streetways. In I think that's an atmosphere monogram colour. I think this is probably the final MGB we'll actually see, which is interesting. It's not quite as many as there were yesterday, but then it's a much, much bigger event. Yeah, the luggage rack's a good idea. It's at 70 to 71. Yep. For some reason this Streetwise has got a wheel next to it. I wonder if that's a spare or something. It looks a bit big for it though. I wonder if it was registered originally by MGF themselves, or if that's the original dealer plate from 2003 to 4. Beautiful K10 Micro here. That's very nice. Obviously my son needs some race to this. It's a little bit older than this. This is sort of 90 to 1991. This will be sort of relatively high specification. I mean, you could get these micros at the time with a 4-speed gearbox and nothing. Still no power steering or anything like that, all in carbs, but great condition. It's really nice.
Thank you.
And we see this delightful little Saab 96 V4 here as well. 73, 74 on an M. I don't know what colour this is. I mean, again, I'm surprised this is actually here, but I'm enjoying it. Enjoying it very, very much indeed. It's beautiful. And some Tomcats, 3 of them here. This is a later type with the 1.6 K series in it. In I think this is Nightfire Red. I could be wrong. 1997, 1998 registration. This one's actually got the CVT gearbox in it as well, so that's a rare specification then with the automatic gearbox, not fall off the edge here, viewers. That's obviously a danger around here. This is earlier, this is a 220 turbo, this one. Be from about 1995. With just under 200 horsepower. These are fast things, these. Very, very quick. And it's an FDH car. This is from the batch that was destined for Japan, but actually got re-imported, and then they were sold in this country, all on N FDH plates, which means this will have air conditioning in it as well. I've been a very early Tomcat. This one hasn't even got the grille in it, so it's a 92-93. Ooh, we've got a beige leather interior in there. It has got wood. Superb. Obviously we like this. I think the name of the colour is Caribbean Blue. That is also a 220 turbo. Brilliant. 2006 to 7 Jaguar XK 4.2, complete with beige leather interior and wooden J-gate. We approve very much, viewers, of such things because they make the world a better place. Okay, viewers, that's it. I'm going to ask Signoratore if he wouldn't mind me having a go in his very nice MG ZS 180. But that is it for today. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again somewhere else for some more incorrect information.